It's Time Warner Cable's Local Edition. I'm Brad Pomerance. Thank you for joining us. Our guest, Ted Lieu, member of the California State Senate. And sir, I want to speak with you about the recent June primary election. As you know, as we speak today, the cigarette tax looks like it's losing. It will not pass. Many folks who are supporting the governor's tax initiative have expressed concern that that does not bode well for the governor's tax initiative. I know you're a supporter of the initiative. Are you concerned?
I am concerned not so much because Proposition 29 looks like it's not going to pass, but more because there's two tax initiatives in November.
Really?
But what Prop 29 does show is how hard it is to pass any statewide tax initiative. And the fact that now you've got the governors plus Molly Mungers in November makes it even more difficult.
Well, a recent poll came out, USC LA Times, May 30th, which did have the initiative up 59-36.
Correct.
Which are positive numbers for those that would support the initiative. The challenge, though, is those numbers are there without a bona fide opposition campaign. Well, my guess is the cigarette tax numbers were probably similarly high 3-4 months out.
That's correct. So there was lots of opposition to Proposition 29, but in November, to really make sure the governor's initiative passes, I think Molly Munger needs to stand down, and for the good of our children, she should stop pushing her initiative.
I mean, just as a neutral observer, I don't see that happening. I mean, she has been very firm that she's moving forward. She has gotten the PTA, the statewide PTA, to support her initiative. The School Board Association in California has dual endorsed. I mean, she's moving forward.
Well, other than the state PTA that has just supported her only, every other stakeholder supports the governors. But Prop 29 should be a wake-up call for her to show how hard it is to pass any kind of tax initiative in California.
I also want to talk to you about pension reform. I know that you have been generally supportive of the notion that public pensions need to be reformed as a way to get our fiscal house in order. It looks like the voters agree with you. When you look at what happened in San Diego, in San Jose, they had pension reform initiatives in their cities which passed with 65% of the vote or more. The Republicans have taken the governor's pension plan and had submitted it. The Democrats in Sacramento haven't moved forward yet.
Well, so I believe that pension reform will happen, but the devil is in the details. And so there are lots of things we can do to incoming employees in terms of reforming pensions. However, in terms of reforming pensions for existing employees, I'm not sure that legally we could do that because these were contracts.
Right. But I do want to get to the notion, you know, a poll came out recently, a field poll, which said that the legislature has one of the lowest approval rates in millennia.
Right.
But pension reform is one area where it seems as if there can be bipartisan support. So given that there are Democrats who support it, there are Republicans who support it, it seems like that should be the focus of the summer of 2012.
I believe after the budget is concluded, pension reform will be taken up, and I believe it will pass.
Recently, you submitted a bill that I believe is progressing, and that deals with the notion that a homosexual can be cured of their condition through something called gay reparative therapy.
So it's just a notion that has no basis in medicine or any scientific studies. You cannot cure anyone from
sexual orientation.
And there's even no reason to have a cure because it's not defined as any sort of disease or disorder.
So your bill passed out of the Senate, is that right?
That is correct. And
it makes no reparative therapy for minors and informed consent for adults.
So right now it's just a ban for minors under 18. We took their informed consent out.
Oh, really?
Of the bill. So it's just a ban for minors. The same reason we don't let minors buy drinks at a
or use tanning beds?
Or use tanning beds.
Which is one of your bills.
Or buy tobacco.
Or Ted Lieu, I want to thank you for joining us, member of the California State Senate. I'm Brad Palmer. Thank you for watching Time Warner Cable's Local Edition. Watch us again.